So we got the motor stuck back in the car. Yeah, man. And it is, as you can see, back in the car. It's back! And those two bolts, like, how long should this take? There's two bolts. You see the transmission mounty guy? Oh, right down there. It's not gonna give me any focus. I hate you. Nothing's working for me. So it's just what it is. There's one bolt like this on both sides, and yeah. But no, it took an hour. Because I don't know why. If I had any luck, it's bad luck. Okay. All right, we got the motor in the chassis, which is a good thing, because everything has to be mocked up. So basically, this is going to have to be like mock everything up, run all the lines. Don't undo all the fittings that cannot have moisture in them, and then once everything's back and you're sure that it's going to be in its final place, then we can go ahead and do the final fitting, which we'll still probably have to manipulate some stuff. So disappointing things, very disappointing, is this beautiful Fowler speed manifold isn't going to work. The the shock tower, the upper A arm sits at this strange angle, so it's like almost at like a 20-degree angle in like this. Well, that comes in and hits right up against the manifold, which sucks because I really like cast manifolds. They're just strong and easy, and it was easy to get to the spark plugs, and I don't really see any quick obvious way, but I'm just in that initial I just found out it's screwed up. So if I think about it for a bunch of hours, then maybe I'll figure out a way to make it work. It doesn't look like it's going to work at all. So we're probably gonna, but the good news is I have one of these, I don't know if this is an LSA or LS3 manifold or whatever it is, but it fits, this guy fits beautifully on this side. So what we can do is use that, and then we can just build our own manifold on this side. The good news is if we keep this manifold well in on this side, do something to maybe come up a little bit, off and up, what it does, it leaves a ton of room down in this area here. Now this whole air conditioning box mess thing is gone, so that's a little ray of sunshine in otherwise what has mostly just been problematic build, painful build. Man, just so many little problems. Like, I don't do CAD enough. I don't know how to do it. We'll put it that way. So when I do it, it's a nightmare, and it's very frustrating, and I don't know why they can't make it more intuitive for old men. I get it, kids do it easy, and good on them. It doesn't work real well for me. It's pretty frustrating, but we have managed to 3D print most of the little plugs and adapters that we need, and one of them is printing right now. So yeah, I'll show you that stuff once it's hot off the printer and how that's going to work out. But other than doing all the mock-up for the turbo stuff and all the stuff that has to fit back in here, that's kind of where I'm at. So we need to largely sort all this stuff. So I'm waiting on the radiator stuff still. Once we get it mounted, then we can get the water pump on here, the brackets, the air conditioner bracket, the alternator, and the power steering pump brackets back on, and then we can try to figure out what we're going to do about hanging our turbo and running it, the exhaust through. And then once all that's done, we can put the fender liner. We'll probably have the fender liner in and out a few times, but we'll have the fender liner in here so we can see what we got to deal with. And yeah, so we got to get all that stuff done before we can finish off the air conditioner stuff. But the good thing is once we get it all done, it'll all kind of wrap up together real quick, like is the theory. So do I have anything else to show you guys? I don't know. Last Sunday I worked on this all day, and it was mostly just cussing and being disappointed in large failures. But yeah, so at least the engine's back in, and we'll start mocking up stuff and see what we can do. Another little bit of work down and done. Maven Performance, you want those Maven Performance turbo mounts, we got them on the website at monkeyfabgarage.com. That's monkeyfabgarage.com. But yeah, so check it out. We put the engine and transmission and starter, so you guys, I know the Zoomy doesn't work, it's gonna work today, but yeah, you can see the transmission and the starter and everything is in here. So the thought being that I still got to put the fender liner back in, or at least mock it up. I can kind of look over here and get an idea of, you know, how much room I got to work with. This is a stock, I want to say it's an LS3, but I'm not 100%. It could be an LSA manifold, but this guy is perfect over here. So this side super clean now, where what used to be like a mess of pipes and snaky stuff, all this stuff that's down there in that corner. But now what we need to do is figure out how to put the turbo, I'm thinking right around in here somewhere. So, which will do a lot. There's a lot going on that we're doing. So we're changing the old stock radiator. So we're doing a lot of swapping things around. We're taking the stock radiator, which had the feed coming from over here all the way across to the original GM spot. Well, now it's just going to be a short run right to here, and the bottom is a short run right to the same. And the since we're reversing the flow on the intercooler, what we're going to have is right here is the intercooler, the pipe that goes to the intercooler, and that used to go to the turbo, but now we're just gonna make a little shoop, and then a whoop that goes right here with we already got a blow off valve, so we don't have to do that. So that's nice and clean, and I'll keep that. And then over here we'll just have the turbo, and it will just shoot straight down to the turbo. I'll probably weld like a 90, like a cast 90. You can get those super tight bend radius is what I'm kind of thinking right off the top of my head. We'll have to see what's going on. But anyway, if we can hang the turbo so it's sitting right around here, right around this area here, then we can just do a short run to the intercooler, and then I've looked underneath and it looks like there's plenty of room for a 4-inch. I say it looks like it's plenty, but there's always problems, right? But getting this big box out of the way freed up a ton of room over here for us to do that. So what we'll have to do is gonna have to make a manifold that goes on this side, fits our plugs and everything, and clears everything. So what we'll do is we'll put the coils, the plugs, and the wires on this side, and then we'll build our manifold around that, so it will just kind of come up. That will go down under like we had before, up to this. This will run like this. We'll probably shoot this guy off right around maybe here, I'm guessing, and have it kind of come up to the turbo here-ish is kind of what I am feeling. If it'll work like that, I don't know, but that's the pipe dream. So yeah, we're gonna go with that as of now. I just want to give you guys an update of where we're at. Yeah.